Greetings from the Tour de France. This is James Startt with my trusty colleague Frankie Andreu for Tour Talk after stage 10 of this year's Tour de France, from Mulhouse to La Planche des Belles Filles. It's the second time the race has come up to the Planche. It's a lonely road that goes to nowhere, up
lonely.
a very steep road.
Very lonely. It's like in the middle of nowhere, but it is steep. It's a kicker, and that's what everybody was worried about today. But in the beginning, there was a lot of action going on. You know, all these groups getting up, and I don't know when's the last time the most aggressive rider has been awarded to the same person 2 days in a row.
Exactly.
Tony Martin, 2 days in a row, because Tony just drove that break for Kwiatkowski.
How many Ks has that guy done on the front in the last 2 days? About 300, I think.
Yeah, all of them.
You know,
all of them.
pretty much. I mean, what a hammer.
Yeah, he's a hammer. And then, but you know, it was interesting, you know, obviously the big story of the day, you know, Contador crashing out. I mean, that was massive. And with Contador not in the race, the whole dynamic of the race changes. But like, I can't believe.
Open.
Yeah.
Big open
I
race.
cannot believe he got back on the bike
with
and
a broken
rode.
tibia.
Yeah, when he found out he had a broken tibia.
Well, maybe that's when he got off the bike.
That's crazy.
But even just to think about getting on it, there are a lot of heroic stories today. Ted King, who crashed out last year, was all bandaged up at the start, and he's out. What's his name? Mercado crashed hard too. He was actually in the ambulance. The guy moved into third place yesterday. He was in the break. He crashed hard, was in the ambulance, and he says, no, I'm not doing this. He gets back out and finishes the day dead last, 43 seconds
But all
down.
by himself. No, 43 minutes.
43 minutes.
All by himself. You saw him coming across, all wrapped up, all by himself. And then, yeah, it was just, it was nuts. And, you know, and then when Contador crashed, Lotto was riding tempo. Then all of a sudden, Astana started riding tempo. And I'm like, that's not so hot. 90K to go. The group's only like 4. The group was like 4 minutes. The break was like 4 minutes. I mean, you had plenty of time to be able to bring it back, which they eventually did. So I wasn't too keen on that. But in the end, it was Nibali who really showed the form and showed that he's got this tour kind of in his fist.
Yeah, but everybody behind him is all mixed up. I mean, it's a total mixed bag for the rest of the podium. A top 5. We got a lot of fresh faces out there. You mentioned earlier
Pinot.
Thibaut Pinot.
Thibaut Pinot, incredible
astounding ride.
Only finished 15 seconds back on Nibali. And I thought Nibali was flying the way he was going up that climb. So only 15 seconds back. Nibali was going good, but Pinot was going really good. And just behind that was that main group.
Bardet, Perrault, a lot of French guys.
TJ, Valverde, all of these guys, you know. And
Bardet's
so
in the white jersey now.
Yeah,
Fourth place.
TJ did a great ride, Valverde, and then a lot of pressure on Port. They sat behind Port. They're like, Port, you want second place? You want to win this? You better go for it, because they kind of realize Port is the second best rider in the race, and he's like, they're making him work for it. So he was kind of frustrated about it, but it was just changes. The whole dynamic of everything changes. Froome's out, Contador's out. It's crazy.
It's like every other day somebody big goes down.
Oh, the other one, Talansky. He must be
10 minutes.
10 minutes. He must really be suffering, and that crash yesterday must have really affected him.
Obviously.
And he's just getting more and more upset each day as we get into this tour. So hopefully the rest day he might calm down, and hopefully kind of get adjusted, get back on track. He can think about maybe winning a stage later.
Yep.
But yeah, 10 minutes, and you know, overall it was good. And so tomorrow's the rest day. The guys have been looking forward to the rest day.
A lot of guys need a rest.
And you know, we're looking forward to the rest day, kind of recharge our batteries. And
we are, especially since we have a lot of people who are still stuck up on that mountain. And
I gotta say, that mountain up
I
there.
gotta say, it's one thing to win the war. It's another to maintain it. Right? We've learned that in history. It's another thing to go up a mountain. It's another to come down it. And if the tour can't get the people off the mountain, they shouldn't go up the mountain. And you're going up to a cul-de-sac at the end of this mountain, and there's people stuck up there still walking down, trying to get off. Officials, people working for the tour. That's not right.
Yeah, there's people everywhere. Talansky drove down. He waited for the team cars and drove down. He didn't want to coast down. He was like, I'm done with this bike racing stuff, at least for today. He'll have to continue later on. So, but a lot more to come.
That's it for Tour Talk today. From the tour, this is James Startt with Frankie Andreu, Bicycling Magazine, coming to you.
Nibali.
If you
Like
win
Rodani,
the war, but not the occupation.
Like Rodania, Nibali.
Rodania.
Nibali.